What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Candid Convos. I'm your host, Quay Price. Man, we got Chloe on deck tonight. Say what's up to the people, Chloe.
Hey everybody, happy Wednesday.
Man,
Y'all know it.
shout out to all my happy Wednesday folks out there. Yeah,
Y'all
shout out
know.
to y'all.
Y'all know what
Always
it is.
always talking this happy Wednesday stuff. Man, what happened to
Look,
guess we don't
it's
do hump day no
Wednesday.
more?
Somebody happy about it because the week is almost over.
Don't nobody do hump day no more. That's over with. Y'all don't do that no more.
Yeah. That's why we happy.
I understand. Shout out to Kenyatta in the building. She said hello everyone. What's going on with you, sis?
Hey sis.
Checking in with us early. We appreciate you as always. Like I said, anybody watching right now, definitely like, share, and subscribe. We are live right now on YouTube and on Facebook. So definitely like, share, and subscribe and share out the show. Share out the show. Share out the show. Let me throw it up there. Hit that share button. Hit that share button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Like I said, likes are free. Shares are free. Hit that like button. Help us out with the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm. You get that out right, and the Facebook algorithm. So that definitely hit that like button and hit that share button. All right, so let me do this real quick while I'm thinking about it. I see if Vince making it tonight. I didn't know if Vince was making it tonight or not.
Whew. Y'all go over to the YouTube so that when we start posting our YouTube exclusive content, you guys will not miss our YouTube exclusive content.
For
Building
sure,
out
for
the
sure, for sure.
platform, spreading out, just building out the platform, trying to increase our reach. So when we start to, increase the different types of content that we produce, a lot of it will be on YouTube because it is a long video format. So that's where we'll be, guys, for some of this stuff. So definitely subscribe if you already haven't, so you will not miss it.
Yep, no, definitely. Let's say hit that subscribe over there, YouTube. Let's say we're gonna be doing some exclusive things over there. Yeah, I know y'all, got love for the
We
Facebook.
might got like Facebook.
Well, we working some things out here. We working some things. So let's definitely drop that subscribe at the Candid Convos page on YouTube. All right, let me do this real quick while I'm thinking about it. Let me throw up this link. So here's the link to join us on the panel. You can drop this in your Google Chrome, your Microsoft Edge, drop it on your Apple device if you choose. And definitely join us on the panel. Like I said, you can do have the ability to cut your camera off if you choose, but we always encourage you to keep your camera on for a better show and better engagement. We also have this link posted in all of the chat feeds, so you can get it from the Candid Convos page on Facebook or the Candid Convos page on YouTube. Or as a backup, you can get it from the Quay Price page, or you can message me. I'm making it real easy for everybody. You can message me and I'll shoot it right to you. Make it nice and easy.
Definitely. If you clicking in right now, you are going to want to stay. Let's talk about this one, y'all.
Oh, for sure. No, we going there tonight. Let's say shout out to my guy Donovan in the building. He said hello, good peeps. What's going on with you, Donovan? Appreciate you, brother. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, two on there. My bad. Okay, all right. So I got the link up right there. I'll leave it up for a little bit. Then we're gonna get on into this show. Let's say definitely don't forget to hit that like button, hit that share as well, but definitely hit that like button. We need that like button.
Cutting off my head.
All right. So I guess we'll go ahead and get right on into this. I'm not gonna delay it any farther. So topic for tonight. Women only care about good men if they're useful. Man, I gotta get my language together. I can't get words out tonight. Let me run that back. Topic for tonight: women only care about good men if they're useful. Man, this feel like this about to be one of them topics right here. Let me go and get ready. All right. Let me see what we got. My guy Vince checking in. Hey, y'all, daddy duties tonight, but still listening. Now we appreciate
All
you.
right, Vince.
I figured
Hold us down in the comments.
yeah, I figured the little ones had you hemmed up over there, man. I knew what was going on, man. Yeah, you know, somebody said they might step in and back you up tonight. Yeah, somebody shot me a message, so we're gonna see what happens if he step in and back you up like you say. But no, appreciate you watching, man. Like I said, I know you busy over there, man. Do your thing, man. All right. Topic. Women only care about good men if they're useful. So of course we got a video for context tonight. So we're gonna kick this off. You guys let me know if you cannot hear the video when it plays. Let me drop this link down. I think we got some scared people out here. Let me drop this link down. And we're gonna get on into this. All right, let's see.
You're not meeting the technical requirements. It don't matter if you're a good person, cuz like don't nobody care that a man is a good person if he broke. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody care if a man is a good person if he can't fight. Don't nobody care if a man is a good, like all that comes after you meet the technical requirements. That gets stressful, bro. It wears on us, you feel me? Like, again, I'll be hearing that it's about other, but be honest, bro. It's about that after we meet the technical terms. And it's really starting to eat away at us, bro. Suicide amongst black boys, amongst black men is rising. You know what I'm saying? And it's from carrying the weight of this thing that we taught not to complain about. And many of us never will.
That's a
we'll
fact.
carry it to the grave, bro. We'll grind ourselves right the fuck away to meet that standard of manhood.
But I think it's a responsibility still, though.
But it's a toxic standard that was set by you guys. So I guess the next step is. I didn't lie. Women didn't set the standard.
Let's pause. I am a black man. I subscribe. I did not set.
Okay,
I did not build the standard.
Right.
I build no system. The most I can do is subscribe.
Right. But you subscribing, how can you change your subscription?
What, again, before you put this all on men, what do women still expect us to be?
All right. Topic for tonight. Women only care about good men if they're useful. All right, shout out to tonight's conversation for that video. Let's definitely they dropped some great conversations, so definitely check them out on Facebook and YouTube as well. You know, for some good content. But yeah, I want to get into this conversation. So that video came my way, and you know, you got the brother on there talking about the fact that essentially nobody cares, or ladies don't care if a man is a good man or a good person. That essentially gets put on the back burner until he meets the technical requirements of women. Then he also goes on to touch on the fact that, you know, guys essentially are, in so many words, killing themselves or decreasing their lifespans, trying to keep up or achieve these standards, if you will, or these requirements. Then, of course, you know, the young lady responded to him, and I said, we gonna touch that. But yeah, I think there's some valid points. I think this is definitely a worthy conversation because, I mean, this is real. Yeah, this is happening. This is reality for a lot of folks, especially a lot of men. And, you know, women for that matter, because I said there's two sides to this particular discussion, but yeah, I want to have that discussion. So anybody in the comments, drop a comment. You know, let me know what you think, what you saw, how you feeling about the video and what was said. And we're going to get on into this conversation. So I'm going to slide on over to Chloe, and we're going to kick it on off and get on into this. So what you see in that video, Chloe, what you thinking? Where you at with it?
Yeah, I think that, well, I just don't see any lies. Like, I think that we've talked about this before. We've kind of touched on it before. And ultimately, it just comes back to, we already know society as a whole doesn't care about Black men in general, right? We're not talking about specific Black men or that Black man or this particular Black man. We're talking about Black men in general. We already know society doesn't care about the Black man. But where Black men have traditionally been able to find their comfort or find their solace or find their help, or their encouragement, outside of, if they believe in God, is their woman. And
Right.
now we're at the point where women don't care about the Black man's plight. The women just don't care. They don't have time. They're too busy trying to be successful in their own right. They don't have time to worry about you. They're out there getting it. You go out there and you get it, right? Never mind the fact that we just established that society doesn't care about the Black man, which means that society have no holla. So the incentives and perks and the pandering that society is willing to do for the Black woman, they are not doing that same thing for the Black man. Period.
Right.
That's from a societal standpoint. Then you go to the women where Black men are supposed to come for solace and peace and help and comfort and support and all of those things they can't get out in the world, and they can no longer get those pieces from Black women. So where do they get them? Right? I think that let's examine that, because we were listening to a Clubhouse conversation just last night where they were having a conversation that we've had on this show about what is it that Black men want? Like, what do men want? And we're talking about Black men because that's the community that we're a part of. What do men want? And somewhere along the way, while they're having the conversation of what men want, a woman who was a part of the conversation, or women who were a part of the conversation, derailed completely the conversation to begin to talk about polygamy and why men like polygamy, or why men are interested in polygamy, or what's the desire for polygamy. Completely and totally, this is what you care about, Black women, because this is a control issue for you. But we're in a space where we're talking about the Black man, because Black men need a voice. Let's be honest, ladies. We have so many different platforms that will give us a voice. We have so many places we can go to talk about our problems. So many. We've always had so many talk shows and magazines and books that have talked about our issues. And now men are trying to create a space and have the conversation about their issues. And as women, we're coming in, instead of saying, let me sit down and listen to this and see what this is about. No, we're coming in and we're saying, no, let me control the narrative here too. And if you don't see this happening, you're not paying close enough attention.
Right.
Or you're a part of the problem. This is what's happening. We're telling Black men to shut up. We don't want to hear it. And that's the truth. They came in with the manosphere, and we know, it had its origins and wherever it came from. But Black men saw opportunity to speak their piece, and they took advantage of this opportunity. And then women came in, and now we're telling them what they should say, what they can't say, what they can't say, how they should say it, when they should do it. All of that. Here we go again. But then when men don't speak, we want to say, well, you don't ever share your feelings, or you don't ever talk, or I can't ever get anything out of you, or you're not emotionally intelligent. Men are not emotionally intelligent. You're just not listening. That's not the case. Don't confuse the fact that you don't care about what they have to say with the fact that they're not emotionally intelligent. I'm going to prove that point to you. That video, after he pours out his perspective on some real transparency type stuff, she then says, well, y'all created this problem. The first thing a female contributed to him sharing his truth was, well, you created this problem. How are you going to fix it? Even after he said, well, no, remember, I don't have any type of power in this country. So I can subscribe to the narrative. I can't create it. Then she says, well, how you going to fix it? I mean, but ladies, check yourselves. Is this your mentality as well?
Mm.
Because some of us are raising boys that have to be men. Is this what we're teaching them? Is this our example for them? Like, is this all we have for them? Is this it? So I just feel like, where's the lie? He's absolutely right. And, we got to own it. We don't care. We don't care about no good men. You could be as good, as kind, as sweet as you want. But if you don't meet the criteria, baby, we got no hollers.
So now I got
for a good man that does fit the criteria. Even for a good man that does fit the criteria. Let that good man start showing that his vulnerability to you.
So now I got a question.
Let that man start doing that. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Ladies, y'all know it's true. Let a man be vulnerable in front of you. He might never hear from you again.
Dang.
Y'all don't want to hear it.
So now I got a question. So just based on, let's say we got some points to bring out in this conversation, but just based on what we're talking about right now, is this conversation we're having right now validating the point that has been made that nice guys or good guys finish last?
In what way?
I'm just saying. So
the interaction between those two.
Yeah. So we go back and look at this video, and I'm gonna play this video again. I see we just had some more viewers pop in, but I'm gonna play this video. I'm gonna play this video one more time.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I think it is needed. I'm gonna play it one more time, just so everybody understands what we are seeing and what we are talking about right now.
You not meeting the technical requirements, it don't matter if you a good person, cuz like, don't nobody care that a man is a good person if he broke. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody care if a man is a good person if he can't fight. Don't nobody care if a man is a good, like, all that comes after you meet the technical requirements. That gets stressful, bro. It wears on us, you feel me? Like, again, I'll be hearing that it's about other, but be honest, bro. It's about that after we meet the technical terms, and it's really starting to eat away at us, bro. Suicide amongst black boys, amongst black men, is rising. You know what I'm saying? And it's from carrying the weight of this thing that we taught not to complain about, and many of us never will.
That's a
we'll
fact.
carry it to the grave, bro. We'll grind ourselves right the fuck away to meet that standard of manhood.
But I think it's a responsibility still, though.
But it's a toxic standard that was set by you guys. So I guess the next step is. I didn't lie. Women didn't set the standard.
Let's pause. I am a black man. I subscribe. I did not set.
Okay,
I did not build the standard.
Right.
I build no system. The most I can do is subscribe.
Right. But you subscribing, how can you change your subscription?
What, again, before you put this all on men, what do women still expect us to be?
All right. So I just had to run that back real quick, just so it's nice and fresh. So
every time I watch that, I get annoyed.
Yeah, I guess
every time every time I watch that and she says, but, and her only response is always to throw it back at the man. I just go, did you? I just be like, wow, you didn't hear nothing he said. Man, he said so much and you didn't hear nothing. I'm just like, nothing about black boys committing suicide. Nothing about, all you heard was, you did it. How you gonna fix it? I'm just like, oh my goodness, this is, y'all. I'm just so disappointed. Like,
yeah, no, and I think that's a great description. It is. It's disappointing. Yeah. So looking at that video, it brings a couple questions to mind. The first question is do women today even want a good man? Let's go ahead.
While you're asking that, if the ladies would do me a favor, any lady who's watching this show right now, even the silent ones, if you would do me a favor and just type out what, from your perspective, a good man means. What does a good man mean to you? I'm just curious. I want to see if we get a variety of different answers, or what's the general consensus of when you think of a good man. What is that? What does that look like? What does a good man look like?
Okay.
Maybe we should define that.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so any ladies in the comments, any ladies watching right now, let's say drop a comment and just let us know, what does a good man, or just give us some descriptors. Yeah, what does a good man look like to you, or what is a good man to you? Let's see. Shout out to Shantae in the building checking in. She said, "Hey y'all, what's going on, Shantae? Appreciate you joining us. Appreciate you rocking with us tonight." But yeah, like I said, my first question, like I said, to that video is, do you at the end of the day, do you want a good man? Yeah, it's like I said, it is interesting to me watching that video, and you have a brother who is very essentially transparent with what he and I'm sure other men are experiencing. And it's like you just didn't absorb any of that. Yep, and I'm trying to understand, do you even want a good man? Like, is that still a thing to a lot of ladies these days? So I said, I need to know. The second thing is, the second point that I want to make from that video is the young lady, she made a statement. She said that is a toxic standard set by men. And I'm like, at the end of the day, that's cap. That's straight up cap.
It's not the cap.
Yeah, it's like, come on now. Yep, at the end of the day, we talk about these unrealistic expectations all the time. We talk about these unrealistic standards all the time. So there's no way you about to sit on this stage after this brother was fully transparent in this situation and then try to blame that back on the men when that is the same standard that has been set by women that these men are trying to basically prove worthy. So we're not about to sit here. Yeah, we're not about to sit here and act like that standard was set by men. That's straight cap.
It's not the cap.
Yeah, I see you, Shan. I see you, Shantae. I know it's probably going to be different. That's okay, though. That's okay. Like I think that's okay if we all have a slightly different perspective. I'm just curious what that is.
Yeah, let me put some of these comments up real quick.
Anyone who doesn't mind sharing, any lady who doesn't mind sharing with her perspective of what a good man is. I'm just curious if there will be any similarities or, just kind of what the general consensus is.
Okay, ladies, like I said, we see the chunk of people on here right now. Drop that comment, ladies. We see the chunk of y'all on here right now. So we know y'all watching. Drop that comment. Let's see. Donovan said, women want a good man. Nope. They want a man that they can control. Oh. I don't know, Donovan. I don't see no lies, man. I don't hear no lies in what you just said, man. I don't see and hear no lies. Let's see. Shantae said it's such a broad question because let's see, what's good for me may not be good for the next. Yeah, no, that's facts as well. But yeah, we really just, like I said, we're trying to understand the descriptives as it relates to what women consider a good man. So essentially, what traits would that man have to be deemed a good man, by the ladies today? Let's see. Donovan said they want a man with both quality and hoodisms that they can turn on and off to fit their emotional mood swings. Man, Donovan's swinging tonight.
Okay, friend.
Donovan swinging tonight. Yeah, I'm at the I got something for you, Donovan. I got something for you.
I mean, I think there's something there. I think there's something there only because as women, sometimes we can put ourselves in a situation where because we are, emotional, and I'm not using this as an excuse. It is a fact. We tend to be more emotional, and we do our emotions can go back and forth based on how we feel or what's going on around us and those types of things. So we can tend to want our men to respond accordingly. However, that's just not the way men communicate. That's just not the way they carry themselves or behave. So them trying to kind of like anticipate our emotions and our moods is just not something a man is going to do. So I don't know if that's where we're getting this men are not emotionally intelligent situation from. Are we interpreting that as women because they can't figure out us emotionally, or they can't respond in the ways that we think they should respond when we want them to respond? That goes back to the whole control piece. It doesn't work like that. That's a whole other person with whole other emotions and feelings and moods and all of that. So we don't get to dictate how the other person responds to something that's going on with us. That's just not how it works. And I wonder if that's another one of those unrealistic expectations.
Yeah, but I think that partially comes from, and this is just my observation, just touching on what you just, the point that you just made about this whole emotional intelligence thing. I think some of that comes from, and let's say Donovan is, he's kind of touching in that space, but I'm adding an additional piece to it or additional caveat. I think some of that comes from the fact that women these days, and I can only say it one way, it almost seems like they want a girlfriend. Yeah, and what I mean by that is some of the comments that I see, let's say, because I'm in a lot of these conversations. So anybody who knows me knows I'm in a lot of these conversations. And some of the things that I see young ladies say today, these are responses that they will receive from their girlfriend. Yeah, not their man. Yeah, that type of response or that type of transparency or that type of emotion is not going to come from a man. That comes from other females. Yeah, so at the end of the day, if you are looking to link up with a man, his responses, his communication are not going to be the same as your girlfriend's. So if you're looking for a girlfriend and you want some emotional connection, then you do that with that female. But if you're looking for a man, men don't respond like women do. So we just got to go ahead and put that in perspective and quit playing. All right, let's see. Kenyatta said a good man is solid. Okay, there we go. Let's see. He knows who he is as a person. He's responsible. He sets a standard. Oh man, that's key right there. He sets a standard of knowing what he wants and who wants to do life, or who he wants to do life with, and who he does not want to do life with. He knows his safe space, and he knows who is on the BS. Now, that's all facts. Yeah, like I said, at the end of the day, that guy, he ain't going to play with you like that. He ain't going to play with you. Let's see, Shante said, for me, it's someone that has self-everything. Then in turn, it spills over into relationships. Okay, yeah. I dig that right there. Let's see, Shante also said self-growth, self-love, self-appreciation, self-respect. All facts. Let's see, Shante also said, just like you can read a room and act accordingly, read your woman and act accordingly. Okay. I got it. Let's see, Shanti also said, that's funny you say this, Quay, because men are so emotional nowadays.
Wait, sis, I have to agree with you.
Hold up.
To agree with you. I was just saying that. Like, I don't want to derail the conversation, y'all, because let's talk about that. Why are men so emotional? Is it in the water? Is it in the food? I just want to know what it is, because let me not say men. There is a newly emerging group of males. Let me say it that way, because to me this is a new phenomenon. There is a newly emerging group of males who are quite emotional and quite feminine. And I have to agree. I don't know that. I mean, I do know where the energy is coming from, but I ain't with it. I ain't with it. I ain't with this new movement. I'm not with it. Like they're way too into their emotions. So, ladies, this is what wanting an emotionally y'all version of an emotionally man look like. That's what that look like. So yeah, just when y'all get out here, ladies, when y'all get out here, oh my man, he needs to be careful what you ask for because I'm gonna say it like this, and then I'm gonna stop, I'm gonna pull back. But some of y'all women, it's y'all fault.
Mm. Uh-oh.
It's
Uh-oh.
y'all fault.
Let me get some more of these comments. Let's see, Donovan said a lot of women want that male girlfriend, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you they do. As a secret weapon to assist with their manipulation / control. Facts, man. Facts. Methods in their situationships. That is facts. Yeah, we got to call it what it is. Let's
But
see.
see, y'all, ladies, this is why I say men are not. I know this is not the show, but it just keep coming up. Men are not emotionally unintelligent. Okay, men are not emotionally unintelligent because if you listen to some of the comments that the men are making in this comment section and the men that come on this panel, if you listen to them, they are not emotionally unintelligent. Y'all just need to shift the way your expectations of how a man handles emotion. It's not that they're because ladies, these men is reading us right now. And in order for
Damn
them to be
right.
able to read us this way, they have to have some level of emotional intelligence and understanding. Y'all better quit playing with these men out here thinking they don't know nothing. Quit playing because that's why they're not marrying y'all.
Oh.
Because they do know something.
Oh my God.
Let's just talk about it. Okay, that's not this topic of the conversation. I'm seeing something and I'm like, I'm gonna speak on it because I see it and it's relevant for the moment. So
Yeah, let me get back into these
Boy,
comments.
ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
All right, let's see. My guy Vince, he said, because most of us were predominantly raised by women. No, that is a that is a big piece of this as well, Vince. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna respond to that with my observation as well, because I know this is back to the question, what's up with these emotional men, but I'm gonna come back to that. See, Shantae said it comes from the single mother era. Okay, she co-signing with Vince right here. And they mock who they grew up around. Don't let him have all sisters and be the only boy. Okay.
okay.
All right. Let's see. Vince said Shantae Williams. Facts. Okay, so he co-signed it with you, Shantae. Let's see. Keenan in the building with the eyes. What's going on with you, brother? You know we having the conversation, man. Like I said, everybody who's watching us right now, do me a favor. Just hit that like button. I see we got some viewers in right now. Just hit that like button for us. Help us out with the algorithm. All right, Donovan said, let's see, I've been around the sun 45 times. I've seen some things. Got that right, man. We done definitely seen some things, man. But I'm going to say this. So just touching back on the point or the question that you had around these emotional men out here. I'm going to tell you partially what I think is going on. I think it's two things going on. One, there's definitely something in the food.
That's a fact.
Yeah, a lot of folks don't talk about the stuff that we consume, the stuff that we eat. So that definitely affects your emotions and your natural functions as men and women, right? Throws things out of balance. So that's the first thing. So I'm gonna put that out there. The second thing is, I think we are seeing a lot more emotion from a lot of these guys these days because they actually care what women think. Yeah, that's just one of my observations.
What do you mean? How do you mean they care? In what way you mean?
Well, what I mean by that is they care what women think, and really they shouldn't.
Okay, I was trying to see where you was going with that.
Right. And see, because there's so much care around trying to cater and pander, that's gonna put you in an emotional state because you're not getting the response that you want.
Mm.
So that's just my observation.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my observation. All right, let me get this comment from Donovan. He said edible hormone infused edible hormone infused foods and resources. No doubt.
Basically.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, we can't overlook that piece. Like I said, there's a lot of estrogen put in the food.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got men, growing chests and stuff out here. Like I said, this stuff ain't by accident.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got the kids, they look totally different than we used to look when we were younger. This stuff ain't by no accident. So we got to remember that piece as well. There's a chemical component to all of this stuff as well. So I just put that out there. But I want to circle back on something real quick because I don't want to miss this point. Circling back to the video. After the young fella, after he had his moment of transparency and broke down, all of the things with regard to these technical requirements, or essentially expectations and standards that the ladies have for the men these days. The young lady, I think her name is, actually, no, I know her name. That's Randy Rosario. She responded to him and essentially put it back on him and said that men have set that standard, and it's a toxic standard.
Mm-hmm.
And this is another thing that I continuously see, and I feel like it is way too consistent these days. And I'm gonna call it what it is. Out of all of that stuff that man said, that young lady didn't take not 1 ounce of accountability. Like, not one. And the reason why I know she didn't take not 1 ounce of accountability is because when she defined the standard, she said that it's a toxic standard. Yep, and we all know who uses that word left and right. There's a couple key words out here that's just everywhere, and I wish they would go away. Toxic, narcissist. What's the other one? It's one more I'm missing. Toxic masculinity. That's enough. I wish all these words would go away because I know where they come from. They don't come from guys. So it's like, at what point? Because like I said, dudes, going back to my point, dudes are putting a lot of care around what women think. And like I said, I don't think that's a good thing because at the end of the day, as a man, you got a purpose. Mm-hmm. So basically, you here to handle your biz, and then people align with it or they don't. It's just that simple. Mm-hmm. So, with us putting this care around these things and essentially giving away all of this power, we just have this situation, and like I said, I think it is weighing heavy on these fellas because a lot of the stuff is unrealistic. Yeah, but a lot of this stuff is not even achievable for the average guy out here. Yep, and you got guys trying to achieve these things, but then in the same breath, you want to come back and say that they created that? Like, you're not going to take literally not no ounce of accountability in this situation. And we all know where these standards and expectations come from. Yeah, so I'm just like, where are we going? Where are we trying to get to? I mean, are we enemies now? Is that what it is?
It's almost like every person for themselves. And in this community, the way our community historically has always thrived, it has been through our families, our relationships. We had strong families, and strong families together were able to build a strong community. And if our community looks weak, and if it is weak, it is because of us. And men have a standard that they must meet. But let's be honest, the standard that men are trying to meet is for us, ladies. They're trying to
Thanks.
meet the standard for us. They have to be protectors and providers and stand up guys and all of these things. They need to be these things, yeah, for themselves, but for us. Because how are they supposed to be on purpose if we're not involved? I am a strong believer in, and I posted on my Instagram a young lady who kind of summarized this really well. But I'm a strong believer in a part of a man's purpose is for him to be with a woman and be her covering, because a man is not fully in his purpose until he has established that. It doesn't mean a man can't be purposeful without that relationship and without that, but a man hasn't fully realized his purpose until he is the leader of his house, until he is a protector and a provider and is under God in a headship arrangement with a wife and maybe even some children. That is my strong belief, because that is the way, God intended the familial structure to be. And ladies, men are flailing a little. And the reason why some men are flailing the way that they are is because they're not on their purpose. And we are not playing our part. We're not on our purpose, which is to be their support, their helpmeet, to help pour into them and be that emotional piece and be that nurturing piece, not to raise them, but to support them. And because we're not on our purpose, not understanding how vital our actual purpose is, because we think that playing our part and being on our purpose makes us weak or subservient or slaves. When we don't understand that we literally prop them up. Literally. We prop them up. That's why we're their helpmate. We're their support system. And so they don't have that. So they're missing a vital piece of their process, just like we're missing a vital piece of our process. The only thing that the difference between men and women is they realize they're missing a piece. We don't. We just try to go be the thing that we're missing, which is why we end up being masculine. Instead of us recognizing and taking accountability for the fact that the piece that we need is missing, we go then try to become that too. Black women want to be everything and do everything. We can do all things. So instead of us recognizing that we're missing the piece, we then go try to be it. And now we're completely off our purpose. And so now men are flailing because they can't be on theirs either. They could be purposeful, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're on their purpose.
I got a question for you. Do you even and I'm gonna go back to the comments. I see we got some more comments that came in, but I got a general question. Do you think that ladies today even know what their purpose is?
No. That's easy. No. I think because we have bought the lie that is just an extension of the American dream lie that has us continually in this perpetual loop and this perpetual cycle of chasing whatever this elusive more is. Whatever this more is, we're just constantly chasing it like hamsters on a wheel, trying to get to something that's supposed to be something that somebody told us it was supposed to give, but it ain't giving. That's what's happening. And so because of that, now we're that's our focus. So we've taken our eye off what's really important in life. And now this is our focus. And then they give us influencers and they give us celebrities and they give us people to emulate that show us one thing, but their lives are actually really something completely other. But they show us everything that perpetuates all of the stereotypes and all the ideals that society want us to actually buy into, to keep us buying and spending and working and slaving and striving until we're burned out. And what we really need is each other. We
Facts.
really need
Facts.
each other to be helping and supporting and building with each other. We're supposed to be helping each other, supporting each other, building with each other. We're supposed to be not so me focused, not so my family, but the entire community, so that we can have a strong community. But that's not our focus. We've gotten off that focus because we've completely and totally adapted to this new purpose. That's it's not even a lot of us. If we turned around and looked at our lives, we'd be like, do I even really want this? What I'm doing? What do I want to be here in this place
Right.
that I fought to get to? Do I even like it here?
That's real. That's real.
And I don't want
Yeah,
to
a lot
go
of,
too deep on you guys, but purpose is very important, and we're always forever chasing it when it's actually really not that hard. We just don't want to own the purpose that we have, literally that we were given. So we're chasing whatever this elusive purpose is that we never quite find.
correct.
And part of the reason why men are, and I'll say this, and the young lady, she explained this well. I'll try to share her point. But her point basically was, ladies, we stopped requiring men to be on purpose. We stopped. We stopped requiring them to marry us before we would carry their babies and continue their legacies. We stopped requiring. Now we'll give it up for any man with 6, 6, and 6. We stopped requiring the very just elemental minimum thing, and the thing that really a man is supposed to be giving and striving and working for. We stopped requiring them to do that. They don't even have to do that for us anymore.
It's a whole nother show right there. You trying to spark it up.
But then we want to talk about, what men aren't doing, and I can do it all by myself. And so,
That's a
I'm
valid
just
point.
asking everyone to kind of take a look at themselves and go, am I out of order?
Okay. Let me catch up on these comments. Let's see. Shantae dropped one a little while ago. She said they care more what the men think as well. Okay, she's referring to the ladies. That's why you gotta have a bad B now. Oh, gotta have a bad B now. Girl be 36, 24, 36 with a 450 credit score. You know what, Shantae? So let me say this. I see your point. But I guess my question to that would be, are the men wifing these girls? Yeah, they might throw them on the arm. You know what I'm saying? They might post them on Instagram or something. Have them at the club, pop a bottle or something. But are they actually consistently long-term wifing these types of girls? Let's see. Shantae also said, then when they do try to have a standard, they still get cracked on, like the video from last week. Okay. All right. I feel what you're saying. Let's see. Donovan said, when you ask a woman to get in their purpose, it is then we are labeled toxic. Man, I told you, they love
That's it.
They love that word. They love that word toxic, man. They love it. The ladies love that word. Let's see. Shantae said, no, they don't know their purpose. That's why they don't like the word submission. They just want to take. Man, that's real right there, Shantae. That comment is spot on. Let's see. Donovan said, women who stopped requiring real men when situationships became the in thing, i.e., test drive the guys until you find your happiness.
Right. And now, but see, you create this now. Let's talk about. Thank you, Donovan. Thanks for the assist. Thanks for the assist. Bruh. So you see how she just at the end of that video, she was like, "Well, you subscribe to this. Why can't you change the subscription?" Ladies, I want y'all to keep that. And I'm only talking to ladies who this applies to. And if this doesn't apply to you, if you know a girlfriend that this does apply to, call her up and be honest with her. Ladies, but for real though, y'all subscribe to this. Men not want to marry y'all, you still being single, men second guessing your kids and whether they want to fool with you having you being a baby mama. Men, y'all subscribe to this. When y'all stop requiring men to have some skin in the game before you would even take, I mean, let's just be honest, before you even take a relationship to a physical level, that man should have some type of skin in the game. You should not even be getting physical with this man until, first of all, you actually, you're really interested in him like that. You being physical with him should not be a prerequisite to you deciding if you're going to be serious about him. That's backwards. Because if you don't even know if you want to be serious with this man, but you're going to be intimate with him and potentially create a soul tie with him, like that's crazy to me. So y'all ladies, y'all subscribe to this. And now it ain't giving. So now you mad because you can't get a man to commit. Now you actually like a guy, but he won't put a ring on it. Now, dudes, they take you on a dinner date and they expect you to automatically want to have sex just because they gave you some dinner. Like, y'all subscribe to this. Y'all created this. Old girl in the video talking about men subscribe. How about ladies? Y'all subscribe to this. You created this particular non-standard because you allowed it. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I
Back?
think we froze up or something. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi. Sorry, y'all. The Wi-Fi is Wi-Fi-ing. But yeah, no. So, ladies, y'all, we gotta own this one. We gotta own this one because we loosened up our standard and started saying stuff like, "I gotta test drive it." Oh, I don't know. Like, yeah, you can't have your cake and eat it too. So it is what it is. I mean, we gotta own that. We gotta own that. And now we want to take men backwards. Now we want them to go back to traditional values when we're not traditional value women. Now we want to take them back. That's not the way that works.
Right. Yeah, no, that's real right there. Yeah, it's just like I said, we repeatedly see example after example of why our interactions, why our relationships are not successful. Yeah, like it's clear and apparent at this point that our mindsets are all out of whack. We don't know what we're looking for. Yeah, some of the stuff that I see now has me questioning because, I see a lot of folks, in particular, I see a lot of young ladies talking about, I know what I want. But then when I see and hear some of these things, it says, do you actually know what you want? I mean, have you actually taken a couple minutes to just sit down and process what you actually need? Yeah, this thing is so out of whack. Yeah, it is so out of whack. The brother in the video, he was right. Yeah, some of these standards that some of these fellas are trying to live up to be deemed worthy, some of the stuff is unrealistic.
I agree.
Yeah, it's super unrealistic. Yeah, a lot of this stuff we get fed. Yeah, but a lot of these things that these ladies say they want, they get fed this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really want this stuff. Yep, and now we're at a point where we're saying that, a guy meeting some technical requirements is more important than him being a good person. Like, I mean, do we really understand what we're saying out here? Yep, a guy meeting some technical requirements from a woman is more important than if this guy is a good guy or a good person. Like, make that make sense. Yeah, but technical requirement would be described as how much money does this guy make? Are we now saying that this guy's character is less important than how much money he make? Like, I mean, keep it a buck.
Yeah, because if you make it 6 figures, I might be able to let some of that character slide.
Oh man.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Ain't that what they say? You know, when you in a certain income tax bracket, right? Like, it's not cheating. You exercising your options.
Man, this too much right here. Let me get some of these comments, man. What time is it? A little after 9:30. Let me get some of these comments. Let's see. Shantae said, let's see, and I'm so whack. I be having different standards for different men. Let's see, the higher the standard, the more I like you. I see, I don't give an F till oh, Shantae.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
You know what though, sis? You honest. You're being honest, sis.
Yeah, I can't say nothing to that. I can't say nothing to that.
The only thing I will say is, but sis, you got to keep the same energy. You can't. Don't be the guy you really like that. Just set a standard, baby, for yourself, and make every guy meet that standard, and let it be something reasonable that he actually can meet.
I hear that. There it is. Let's see.
But I hear you, sis.
Let's see. Donovan said, let's see, failed and failing relationships are a direct result of insanity. Let's see, doing the same thing, expecting different results. Yeah, no, I agree with you on that, Donovan. I think that's where some of the accept me as I am mentality come from too. Yeah, that's insane too. Donovan also said technical requirements, LOL. Let's see, is only a temporary element. Right, that's my point, Donovan. That's my point. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you sitting here holding this guy to how much money he makes and saying that has a higher priority or that's more important to you than if he's a good guy, if he has good character. But then somebody can lose a job tomorrow. So then what? It's like make it make sense for me. Or you call this gentleman, you know what I'm saying, you driving out shopping or something, you get a flat tire and you call this guy and he's like, I can't help you. I'm over here getting this money. Then you're gonna be looking at him sideways. Like, why, you know what I'm saying? Why you don't want to come help me out? Like, I thought you was a good dude. Like, so it's like, make it make sense. Yeah, some of this stuff I don't understand it. Let's see. Shantae said, because the guy I like, I'll be jumping through hoops. I'm accountable and aware it's hard out here. Okay. Okay, brother, putting in a little work. Okay. Putting in a little work. I ain't mad at that. But man, we're gonna keep this one tight. Yeah, we're gonna keep this one tight. So let me get some clothes and then we're gonna get on up out of here. So you got anything you want to say before we get out of here, Chloe?
I mean, I'll keep it short. I think just like ladies, just keep the same energy. You know, like, you can't be out here telling men that they created the scenarios and situations that they're in and they need to own it and they need to fix it. But then when we say that to you, women, hey, you created these scenarios that you're in, you created the situation you're in. take accountability and fix it, put your big girl drawers on. Y'all don't want to hear that. It's like accountability is y'all kryptonite.
Right.
Y'all do not want to be held accountable for your behavior, but you are quick to hold another man accountable. Ladies, get control of this disdain that you have for men, because a lot of y'all are raising boys that have to become men. And you don't want to give them a negative self-image because of your own personal feelings, usually brought on by your poor choices and decisions. So I would just say keep that same energy. And men, just stop. Stop caring so much about what these women are saying. I think that it would do men some good to get on code. I'm not saying leave. I'm not saying completely divest from the community, although some men are doing that. And if that's the choice you make, hey, I can't be mad at you. I hope all men don't do that, because there are women who still care. They ain't with this foolishness. But just stop. Stop trying so hard. Stop striving. Stop trying to keep up with whatever narrative, society is saying and women are perpetuating. Just stop. Stop. And stop entertaining these women. Like, I want to see men also have some dick discipline. Like, stop entertaining these women. Just does not even worth your time. Like, I want men to now have high standards. Have the high standards that some of these women won't have, and just don't do it. Don't do it. Because we need to get to the point where something shifts and something changes. And just like Donovan said, doing the same thing and expecting different results is insanity. So something has to shift and something has to change. If y'all tired of us having these conversations over and over again, then make some changes. So we can stop talking about something else. There's a whole lot going on in the world. We talking to y'all about these relationships because that seems to be all y'all want to hear. And then you get mad at us when we talking about it and say, we shouldn't have microphones. What y'all give us the content? Why y'all act like that?
There it is.
And I land.
There it is. There it is. All right, see, I'm just gonna say this before we get out of here. So shout out to everybody joining us tonight. Shout out to all of the comments. Donovan in the building, Kenyatta in the building, Shantae in the building, my guy Vince, Keenan in the building. We appreciate you guys always rocking and supporting the platform. So we missed you on the panel tonight, Vince, but we know you'll be back on deck next week. But we know you got biz to handle over there. But I'll just say this real quick, and then we're gonna get on out of here. Fellas, get on your purpose. Yeah, fellas, raise your standards. Yeah, we got some changes to make. Yeah, going back to that video, that video still pissing me off. Yeah, but that video was very revealing. Yeah, but even when a young man decides to be transparent and communicate and tell you what's going on and how it's affecting them, he still gets blown off to the side.
And blamed.
Yeah, he still gets disregarded and blamed for the standard that he didn't even set. Yeah, so my message to the fellas is get on your purpose, raise your standards, and the right ones will come along. Yep, and the wrong ones will fade away. Well, man, like I said, shout out to everybody. We appreciate you guys, as always, rocking with us. Definitely like, share, and subscribe. Do us a favor, go over to the Kandid Konvos page on YouTube, drop that subscribe. Like I said, we'll be dropping some exclusive content over there, so we don't want you guys to miss anything. So definitely go drop a subscribe on the Kandid Konvos page. And like I said, once again, this is Kandid Konvos. We do this show every Wednesday night, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, every Wednesday night. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. So definitely, once again, like, share, and subscribe. And next time you join us for a show, bring a friend. And we're trying to spread the word. We're trying to get folks to share out the show so we can increase our reach and our exposure to as many of our people as possible with these great conversations and great content. Let's say shout out to my panel, Chloe in the building. Shout out to my guy Vince from the panel. Down in the comments. Well, I always appreciate you guys supporting me and what we do here at Kandid Konvos. So, man, with that being said, everybody have an awesome night, and we will catch you guys next Wednesday.